Every skyscraper was once just a single brick laid with intention. Every dreamer's journey begins not with certainty, but with one courageous step into the unknown. The real question is, will you take that step today, or will you keep waiting? Too many people stall their lives waiting for the perfect time, the perfect resources, or the perfect idea. But here's the truth. Perfection is the enemy of progress. You don't have to start big. You don't have to know the entire road ahead, but you do have to start, even if it's messy, even if it's small. Because no skyscraper is built overnight. It is built one brick at a time. Motivation may spark your dream, but action builds your reality. Waiting for things to align perfectly is like waiting for the sun to rise at midnight. It's never going to happen. Success belongs to those who act before they're ready, who begin while things are still imperfect, and who learn and adapt along the way. The world doesn't remember people who hesitated. They remember those who dared to begin. So don't ask yourself, what if I fail? Instead, ask, what if I never try? That single shift in mindset could change everything. Part 1. The Garage Story, Big Dreams. Have humble beginnings. Think about Jeff Bezos. Today, he's the founder of Amazon, the largest online marketplace in the world, company worth over $1 trillion. But rewind the tape to 1994 and you wouldn't see an empire. You'd see a man sitting in a tiny garage in Seattle, surrounded by old furniture, scattered wires, and the buzzing sound of a clunky computer. Amazon didn't begin as the everything store. It began as a simple online bookstore. No fancy headquarters, no elite team, just one man with an idea and the courage to act on it. His desk, built from an old door and a couple of wooden planks because money was tight. That's the lesson. If you're waiting until you have it all figured out, you'll never start. Bezos didn't wait for the perfect moment. He began with what he had, where he was. The beginning may always look humble, maybe even chaotic, but it's still the first brick in building your skyscraper. Every giant leap of progress hides a story of small, messy beginnings. And the truth is, those early struggles aren't signs of weakness. They're the foundation of strength. So when you feel like your dream is too small or too rough around the edges, remember that Amazon, Apple, Disney, and countless others began in garages, kitchens, and coffee shops. The courage to start small is what makes greatness possible. Part 2. The compound effect. Small steps. Multiply big. Dreams aren't achieved in a single leap. They're built through consistent daily action, the kind that looks almost invisible at first. If you improve by just 1% every day, in 1 year, you won't be 365% better, you'll be 37 times better. That's the power of compounding. Success isn't about doing one thing perfectly. It's about doing small things consistently until they grow into unstoppable momentum. Think about fitness. If you try to run 10 miles on your first day, you'll quit before you even begin. But if you run half a mile today, 1 mile tomorrow, and keep building, you'll surprise yourself within months. Your dreams work the same way. Writing 1 page a day becomes a book. Saving a small amount each week becomes wealth. Practicing a skill for 15 minutes daily becomes mastery. It doesn't matter how small your steps are, it only matters that you take them. Every small brick you lay today is part of the skyscraper you're building tomorrow. Part 3. Breaking down the overwhelm. Let's be real. Big dreams can feel terrifying. Maybe you want to start a business, write a book, transform your health, or achieve financial freedom. But when you look at the full picture, it feels overwhelming, almost impossible. That's why so many people give up before they even start. But here's the secret. You don't need to climb the mountain in one jump. You only need to focus on the next step in front of you. Want to start a business? Don't wait until you have $1 million or a perfect plan. Start by writing your idea down. Research your market. Talk to one customer. Want to write a book? Forget about 7 chapters. Just write 1 page today. Want to improve your health? Don't wait until Monday. Drink 1 extra glass of water today. Take a 10-minute walk or cook 1 healthier meal. Big goals are never achieved by giant leaps. They are achieved by tiny, doable steps repeated over and over again. The mountain isn't climbed by wishing, it's climbed by stepping. Part 4. Real-life inspiration. Steve Jobs started Apple in a small garage with just a few friends and a dream. Today, Apple is one of the most valuable companies in the world, shaping technology for billions. J.K. Rowling wrote the first Harry Potter book as a struggling single mother living on welfare, scribbling her ideas in cafes, uncertain if anyone would care. She didn't start with 7 books planned, just 1 page at a time. Walt Disney was fired from a newspaper job because his editor thought he lacked imagination. He started small, sketching ideas, creating short animations, and facing countless rejections before Disney became a global empire. What's the lesson hidden in these stories? It's simple. They started small, but they never stopped dreaming big. Their beginnings weren't glamorous. They were humble, messy, even painful. But they didn't let that stop them. The world doesn't reward perfection at the start. It rewards persistence and growth along the journey. If Steve, J.K., and Walt waited for the perfect moment, their dreams would have died in silence. Instead, they acted, and that action rewrote history. Part 5. Your journey. Now let's bring this back to you. What's your dream? Maybe it's building your own business, becoming financially free, writing your story, or inspiring others through art, music, or words. Whatever it is, the truth is this: you don't need permission to begin. You don't need the perfect plan. You only need courage to take the first step. That step may be small, but it carries the weight of transformation. Here's the harsh truth. Dreams don't fail because they're impossible. They fail because people never start, or they quit too soon. Every day you wait, you build regret. Every day you act, you build progress. So stop waiting for a sign. Stop waiting for someone to validate your vision. You already have everything you need to begin. Remember, your skyscraper won't appear overnight, but the moment you lay that first brick, your journey begins. Part 6. Practical steps to start. Small, write it down. Clarity turns vague dreams into clear action. Break it down. Divide your big vision into small, daily steps.
Act daily. Consistency always beats intensity.
Even a small action every day creates momentum. Track your progress. Celebrate small wins, because every win is proof that you're moving forward. Stay patient. Skyscrapers aren't built in a week. They're built brick by brick, day by day. When you apply these steps, your dream stops being a fantasy and starts becoming a project. Projects can be built, projects can be managed, and projects can be finished.
That's the power of starting small. It makes the impossible possible.
The difference between dreamers and achievers is simple. Achievers act while dreamers wait. Part 7. Emotional push. Why you must begin. Now think about it. A year from now, you'll either look back with pride or regret. Pride because you started today and built momentum, or regret because you let another year slip away without progress. The perfect time doesn't exist. The garage wasn't perfect for Bezos. The rejection letters weren't perfect for Rowling. The garage band wasn't perfect for the Beatles. Yet starting in imperfection gave them the chance to grow. 5 years from now, imagine yourself looking back.
Will you say, "I wish I started back then"?
Or will you say, I'm so glad I took that step? That's the difference between regret and fulfillment. The future version of you is waiting, and they're begging you to begin. Don't leave them disappointed. If this message inspired you,
take 1 second and hit that like button. Your
support fuels the energy to create more content that pushes you forward. Every day, do not just watch and leave. Commit to action by subscribing. Right now, each video is built to remind you that your dream is within reach, but only if you stay consistent. Only if you keep moving. Share this video with someone you know who needs that first spark. Sometimes, one message can change an entire direction of a life. Be that spark for someone else by pressing share today. Comment, below what your first brick
is going to be. Your words might inspire another
dreamer reading through the comments, and do not just stop there. Come back tomorrow for another push forward. Discipline grows when you surround yourself with the right voices and reminders. This channel is here to keep you sharp, hungry, and focused on your journey. Together we are building not just dreams, but legacies. You are not just a viewer, you are part of a movement of builders. Movements begin when individuals take action, not when they wait for perfect timing. So start with a like, a comment, a share,
and a subscription. Then, more importantly,
start with that one step in your real life today. Because your skyscraper will not build itself. It needs your brick right now. Let's build it together. Hit like, hit subscribe, and never stop moving forward. Like, hit subscribe, and never stop moving forward.